Team Central Jersey. We meet every Wednesday, 8 a.m. You don't need to come to every event, but we invite guests are welcome, not while the live stream is happening, but if you're in advance, come any week. Feel free to stop in. Even if there's someone in your specialty or discipline, we welcome visitors at all times. In order to retain your spot, it's free. We can teach you what you need to do to become a member of teams where we are stronger together. So with that, I'm going to open it up to shout outs. I think Paul has a shout out.
Yeah, so kind of a shout out to the entire group and Jake for last week when we all got together for lunch. It was great to see some people who could make it. Hopefully the rest can make it at another time. But it was the thing that I really enjoyed and I was a little taken back and surprised by is when we got there, there were people that I never met in person. And somebody had to say, yeah, we've never met in person. I'm like, we haven't, but because of the group that we have here, it seemed like we've known each other in person. So thank you to everybody.
Agreed.
Excellent. Next up, Rochelle, I think you had a shout out for someone.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Jake Miola. He's not here, but Jake and I met last week. He came into my office and had a session, which was really great to work with him. And then we just talked a little bit about each of our businesses and he sent me over to his bookstore. Actually, he did, but then I told him what I was looking for and he sent me a recommendation. So he found I was looking for a couple of books for my daughter and I didn't even have to go to the bookstore. Jake was great, looked it up online, sent me some suggestions and found me exactly what I needed. So it was great.
Excellent. Next up, we have Lance.
Shout out for George. I have some clients that are going to be making a long-term move, and they were like, well, "We need to get rid of some stuff. We got a lot of things that we need to help with." And that's kind of a tough solution for some people. People don't always realize what the value of the things that they have, and sometimes the things they have zero value, and they don't understand that yet. And to have George as a resource, I was like, "Yeah, I have somebody for you." So he was the perfect person for that. So shout out to George.
I can always second that. George is just his services are such a value, such a resource for everybody. So,
thank you.
And then, sorry, good. Oh, and then finally we have, I wanted to give a shout out for Jake. Well, as you know, Relax Teams is a virtual event. We do everything virtually. It's designed to be virtually, but Jake does a wonderful job of making sure that the team comes together in person. And I give him 100% full credit for that. And George, you can go next. We give full credit for that. And he just does a great job with that. I want to thank him for that and what he does. Next up, George.
Yeah, just a last minute shout out to Rochelle. We've gotten out of the rhythm a bit, but we got to get back in it. But it's the only time I can say when I leave her sessions that I feel relaxed and I'm walking straight. And it's really good.
Excellent.
Thanks, George.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Dennis.
Oh, sorry, I skipped. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I needed. I have a pretty active business, and bookkeeper is a really, really key part of our company. And I needed somebody, and Dennis connected me with a great person, Maggie, and really happy with her service so far. She's working on site, and so far it's going really well. So thank you, Dennis.
No problem. And ironically, Maggie is part of the team, so it's just kind of a team connection. It's just you guys haven't been on the same time. So with that, again, teams works, teams helps, and we are stronger together. So we're going to turn over the mic to Drew. Drew will be our featured presenter today. Go ahead, Drew.
All right. Thumbs up if you can see the screen. All righty. So my name is Drew Durrani, and I want to talk to you a little bit about expense reduction management. So imagine a kid after a night of trick-or-treating at Halloween. She's collected a huge stash of Kit Kat bars and gumballs and gummy bears. And when she gets home, suddenly decides how and when she wants to eat it all. Should she eat it all at once or spread it out over the next few days or weeks? It's a big decision. Now, paying bills is a lot less fun than eating candy. But the same types of decisions must be made when it comes to business owners and CEOs, financial controllers, and any decision makers with skin in the game need to figure out how to allocate their capital to pay expenses so they can pay salaries, buy inventory, cover rent, and run their operations. In fact, of all the things a business owner must do, not running out of money is the most important priority. They wake up daily thinking about their business. about its bottom line. What can they do to improve everything? Am I paying a fair price for the services I use? I wish I had time to control my costs. I wish I had more money in the budget to get what I need for my business. Sales and growth and market penetration are important and crucial. And if there's no money to do those things, the business won't last. Here are some ways to manage your expenses and ensure healthy, sustainable growth. And of course, how Schooley Mitchell can help you do so. Stay on top of it. Make sure you set up regular reviewing procedures to ensure expenses are completely updated and accounted for. Of course, this is hard to do when you're running all the other aspects of your organization. So consider giving Schooley Mitchell a call, as we can monitor your business expenses regularly to ensure you're not paying a penny more than you should. Stay vigilant. Most small businesses, especially the brand new ones, must keep lean and mean in order to get off on the right foot. Managing expenses is an integral part of this mindset. It's imperative not to ignore small expenses that add up and chip away at the bottom line. Thankfully, Schooley Mitchell's here to be your expense watchdog, constantly staying on top of your spending and negotiating lower prices for you on the market. Be ruthless with overhead expenses. It is imperative to scrutinize your overhead. Investigating new technologies for phones, payment processing, shipping, utilities, and waste removal is pivotal in keeping costs down. Operating as thinly as possible in these areas frees up more money and to optimize your operations, and it improves your products and services. Schooley Mitchell can scrutinize your expenses for you, negotiating with vendors in several business areas in order to reduce your cost and streamline your systems. You can't always afford to sit on the phone with your telecommunications vendor, for instance, for an hour to knock their price down, but we're more than happy to do that for you. Also, beware of inventory. Even if you're starting a small business or you've been in business for a while and you have to carry inventory, it's imperative to set up a system. Excess inventory will be a drag on any small businesses, and likewise, sparse inventory may impede sales. So inventory is really just cash sitting on the shelf. So if you don't really want things idling too long. As experts in shipping and courier services, Schooley Mitchell can be beneficial in evaluating the price different shipping vendors charge and obtaining the most cost-effective options for your business. Now, managing your expenses will directly impact the profitability of your business. Keeping a firm grip on all costs will benefit as you expand and grow. With Schooley Mitchell, you can ensure all your costs are as low as they can be, your service vendors are being held accountable, and your systems and processes are optimized. Being successful in business is rarely a solo endeavor. It usually takes a team, trusted mentors, solid employees, good leadership, the right financial backing. Even though we know it's hard to go things alone, we lose sight of this when we're faced with day-to-day tasks. Most businesses have meager beginnings. Often the founders in charge of everything from accounts payable to human resources, to marketing, to IT. It's understandable. We try to do as much as possible ourselves in an effort to save money. Eventually, that strategy usually backfires. As the business grows, demand grows with it, and soon a single person just can't keep up. Now, am I suggesting that businesses should find help? I certainly am. By identifying tasks and seeking outside assistance, business owners can realize plenty of benefits. Some benefits include time. An outsourced expert can save you substantial time by handling tasks that interfere with the work you should be and need to be doing to make your business thrive. Engagements can be of varying length, but for complex projects, consider partnering with someone who will stick with you in the long run to ensure demands continue to be met. Money. Too often we mistakenly think the cost is too high to engage an outside consultant, when in fact it's far more economical than hiring a full-time staff member to handle the task. That is, of course, if you can find someone with the credentials needed and keep them busy enough to justify adding another salary in the books. Security. Enlisting the help of an expert gives you peace of mind, knowing you've made the right decisions and taken the right steps to take care of business. No longer will those nagging questions keep you up at night. And finally, knowledge. Enlisting the help of an expert gives you peace of mind knowing someone with specialized knowledge is giving you proper advice tailored to your specific needs. Even the strongest companies can benefit from outside assistance. In my work as a cost reduction consultant, I routinely encounter businesses who think they have their expenses and their services under control, when in reality, there's plenty of room for improvement and cash savings. Next time you're facing a challenge or hit a roadblock, consider outsourcing it to a professional in the field. Then spend your time focusing on what you do best, growing your business. Ask yourself, are you paying too much for your business services? Now, I'd like to share with you a quick 1 minute and 11-second video that explains our process.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like, "What the f is in your mug?" And I would just tell them, "It's mud."
Okay, let's say this is you. Maybe you're in charge of the department that manages that company's finances, or you're in charge of an IT team that does important stuff. Either way, Schooley Mitchell can help. Since 1998, we've helped businesses save an average of 28% on their various business expenses. When combined, these services often represent 15 to 20% of a business's expenses. And most companies have several vendors they have to manage, making things complicated. Schooley Mitchell can act as a single point of contact to manage all these relationships so you can focus on what you do best. And we do it with complete objectivity. We have no ties to any of the vendors or processors. In fact, 80% of the time, our recommendations entail no supplier change. Our service is truly an everybody wins situation. If we can save you money, our compensation is a percentage of your savings. The rest goes to you. If we can't save you money, you just received a free independent audit of your services.
Alrighty, so that wraps it up. If any of you want to reach out to me, here's my information. I'll send this slide deck to Dennis and Sam White. And if you have any questions, if I still have time, I'd be more than happy to answer some questions.
All right. Any questions, anyone? I know I've referred Drew off, and yeah, it's a no-brainer. If it's there and the savings are there, he'll get them for you. And if they're not, they're not. And it's you know, if you have those areas that you think you can get the savings in, and especially you know, I highly recommend it. Any other questions?
Definitely has great service.
All right.
Thank you, Jones.
So with that, we'll go moving through. These are the open positions we have. Again, you don't need to be in one of those open positions to join our team. We'll go through, and here we are. So my name is Dennis Harabin. I'm the managing partner of RelaxTax. What we do is we obsess with helping people to retain more of what they earn. And the way we do that is through numerous ways, but mostly focusing in on the three areas that we found the most impactful: tax, insurance, and debt. We help people to pursue tax credits, to you know, introduce them to people like Drew, to go through and help them to save what they are. We've gotten so good at that you know, we have a guarantee that we will help you retain more of what you earn. And that's where teams came from, because the problem that we saw most clients having, where they just didn't have enough sales cures everything. So teams is to help you grow it on your front end, and RelaxTax helps it on the back end. Next up, we have Business on a Browser. Again, this is a business that was created out of the work that we did with Relax Teams, being able to know that there were tax credits available. There's a lot happening now in the space, and it's kind of, I like to say, it's kind of like Y2K. If you aren't changing your systems. If your systems aren't ready to be virtual, if you're not able to run your business 100% on a browser, then it is time for a change. And what business on a browser does is allows you to automate, take tools, have tools that are out there and exist today, and to very economically do your business from anywhere at any time in an automated fashion. Next up, we have Desiree.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Desiree Halleck, and I'm the owner of Clarence Services, which is a marketing agency for startups and small businesses. And we teach our clients that you don't have to boil the ocean to have an effective growth plan for your business. You also don't have to have $1 million budget. We do any type of digital marketing services for our clients, like blogging, social media maintenance. We do videos and email marketing. So if you want to get a hold of us, you can reach us at clarenceservices.com. And we also have a 5-minute marketing with Clarent series on YouTube, if you want to check that out. Next up is Lisa.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Devorin, and I regained my health and lost some extra weight over 3 years ago, and I'm passionate about helping others do the same. We often yo-yo with our weight, and I finally found a plan that actually works. I'm associated with a company, wellness company called Vfinity, which makes just a handful of products that are really made to work together and bring your health to a whole new level. The beautiful thing about these products is that they're really convenient. They taste good. They're very budget conscious and less expensive than if you go out and buy these products individually. It takes the confusion out of everything. So if you or anyone are looking for some extra help, I'd be happy to help you. You can contact me at stayhealthylivebetter.com. And next up is Paul.
Good morning, everybody. Paul Tapman from Digital Maestro. We're a website agency here in Somerville, New Jersey, helping small businesses get the visibility that they need and deserve. We like to work with folks that are either just starting out in their business and they need a website, they don't have anything yet on the internet, or we'll even work with folks who have an established site that maybe needs a little bit of tweaking. Over time, websites just kind of start to look a little bit old, and nobody wants to visit a site that looks old. So we'll revamp that. Sometimes it could be tweaking. Sometimes it could be a whole redesign. Whatever happens, we do make it a fun, enjoyable, and an educational process. So give us a call, Paul Talbot from Digital Maestro, where we harmonize your online strategy. Jake is not here this morning.
Nope. And Jake is Jake of all trades. As you heard in some of those shout outs to Jake, Jake has an online bookstore and he is also a Legal Shield consultant. So Jake for Justice, as he calls himself, you can go out there and protect yourself. Go to jake@alltrades.info. Tim, you're up, sir.
I think he said he was going to be driving, didn't he?
Yep, I think we lost Tim. Tim was here with us earlier. Tim is a 3-time award-winning videographer. He is an expert at storytelling. He loves to tell historical stories, whatever stories you have, business stories. Members of team have used him to create their video. As like Tim likes to say, he will do anything but weddings and porn. So if you have a video need, reach out to Tim. Next up, Danelle.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danelle from Upbeat Dance and Fitness, which is a fun and supportive online fitness community for busy people. My next all-inclusive program starts April 19th, and that will include some group sessions, that will include personal training and daily accountability for your fitness and nutrition. I'd also love for some of you guys to come visit me. Schedule on my website like a one-on-one consult, and you can ask me any questions you might have about fitness, or maybe I could help you figure out how to tweak your program or include some exercise here and there in your daily lives. So a good referral for me would be anyone who really just wants to tweak their routine and needs some non-judgmental support. Thanks. That's Danelle from Upbeat Dance. Next up is George, who I think just left. So maybe Rochelle.
Yep. George had to leave just had to leave, but George is with Caring Transitions of Somerset County. They make the move easier. As you heard from the shout outs in the beginning, Lance had mentioned how he was able to help people when they're making their move. Although they help with any type of transition, they're really specialized in elderly. There's a certain emotional aspect of leaving a home that you've been in for a very long time, especially when it's not a move that you are choosing to move, but that you have to move. And it makes for need to be elder care certified, as George and his team are. So if you're making a move at any age, you want to reach out to George, but especially if you have a senior in your life. Next up, we have Rochelle.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rochelle DiCrescenzo. My practice is The Healing Journey. I'm located in Clinton. I'm a physical therapist, and I specialize in a type of treatment called John Barnes myofascial release. I work with people to get to the core reason of their problem. The symptoms, whether it be back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, is really just the root. It's just the tip of the iceberg. So we really try to look at the whole person, whole body, but body, mind, and spirit. You really can't separate the conscious and subconscious from the body, but Western medicine loves to do that. But I really try to look at that whole person, the whole body, and get to the root cause so people are able to live a pain-free, active lifestyle. You can find me at The Healing Journey, mfrpt.com. Up next is Tracy.
Good morning, everybody. Tracy Spiaggio with Slingshot Health Coaching. I am a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner, Amen Clinic brain health specialist, and national board certified health and wellness coach. I'm working with individuals and families who are struggling with any type of mental health challenge, whether it be one of the parents, one of the children, or a combination. I fill what is a very large gap between symptoms and what Western medicine can provide relief for. We take a deep dive into a person's diet, a person's lifestyle choices, a person's history within their family, their experiences, perhaps their traumas. And I help them adopt habits that will help heal the gut and brain, but also help them untangle relationships within the family and beyond that perhaps contribute to a sense of anxiety, depression, or just some low mental mood. You can find me at slingshothc.com. And up next, we'll be hearing about Relax Benefits.
Thanks. And Relax Benefits is, as a part of teams, we're really focused on and find people who usually are less than 25 employees. And with that, most people, if you were providing medical benefits to your employees, you may or may not even realize that you're paying a broker somewhere along the line and they're getting a commission. It doesn't impact the cost of the benefits. The benefits are going to be the same. The insurance is the same. But what happens is there's a level of service that you're just not getting. And especially if you're down to 5 or even 1 employee, you never get that type of benefit. So we have arranged for people who will service you and give you the service you demand, regardless of what number of employees you have. Next up, Candido is not available. Candido is a financial advisor. He is very focused on the family, and Candido had something in his family, so he is not available today. Next up, we have Lance.
Hey everybody, I'm Lance Dunn. Making a move is one of the most significant things that people do in their lives, and deciding what to do and how to do it can be quite a daunting process when people are trying to change their living situation, whether they're upsizing, downsizing, relocating, vacation home, whatever it is. In order to make that happen, a lot of times people enlist the services of a professional, and that's exactly where I come in. I help people improve their life through the purchase or sales of real estate. I specialize in residential and do some light commercial in the central New Jersey area. And my name is Lance Dunn. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Real Estate.
Next up, we have Anthony.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Guzman. I'm a risk consultant with USI Insurance Services. What I do is I help business owners with capital efficient commercial insurance using data analytics and holistic risk management strategies. If you're a growing business or a business owner looking to review your insurance portfolio, feel free to reach out to me, Anthony Guzman at USI Insurance Services. Next up is Jessica.
And I know a number of people have worked with Anthony here in the group and have had great success. Next up, we have Jessica. Jessica isn't here today. She's the owner of A Place at Home, which helps with in-home senior care and also to help coordinate if people need to find assisted living and alternative living arrangements. So feel free to check out aplaceathome.com. Next up, we have Maggie. Maggie's not available today because Jonas is working her to the bone. Just kidding. Jonas, you want to talk a little bit about Maggie?
Sure. Maggie's a great bookkeeper. She's very detail oriented. She communicates well, and she seems really committed to doing the work correctly. She took very well to the training that my previous bookkeeper gave her, and I think she's going to bring in some new practices that are going to be helpful to us. And I'm excited to have her as part of our team. She comes on site to us, and so she's a great presence, and and I think she's going to be really effective.
Excellent, thank you. And next up we have Wendy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Wendy Kushnicki. I'm an independent consultant with Pampered Chef. I am your go-to kitchen guru for all of your cooking challenges. Whether you need a new can opener, some new cookware, I do in-home parties, I do online parties if you're looking to get a discount on a big ticket item. And I am always happy to provide you with some cooking tips or recipes if you ever need help. So feel free to reach out if I can make it easier for you to get a meal on the table. Next up is Project Scholarship.
And actually, Jonas is up next. So Jonas, you want to go?
All right. I'm Jonas DeVita. I'm the owner of Access Commercial Door. We're a full service commercial door and hardware company. We work generally with a lot of general contractors. I also have a technician team that can do work on at end user sites, whether it's repairs, locksmith work, or complete door replacements. We do that. We are 100% commercial, and we provide hollow metal, stainless steel, and wood doors. And so if anybody's a general contractor or knows a general contractor, I'd greatly appreciate the reference. And we really pride ourselves in providing great service and fast turnaround times. I'm factory direct, so you get great pricing. And give us a call. We'll help you out. Again, it's Jonas DeVita, Access Commercial Door. Up next is Project Scholarship.
All right. And Project Scholarship is a 501c3 nonprofit that we've actually created in support with teams and to be able to help individuals to go from classroom to career with less debt. The focus originally was on existing college students and getting them scholarships in exchange for projects. But what we've really found is that we've had the most success with students skipping college altogether to avoid the debt and to get professionally certified. So they'll get the certifications, or they'll be only going for an associate's degree, getting the certifications that they need, and are working in the workforce and actually learning real time what they really need and having those certifications. And it's been working out great for the students and the people who hire them as apprentices. Check it out, projectscholarship.org. And with that, that is the end of today's session. Want to thank everyone for attending, and we'll be